Where can you actually experience the FIFA 2026 World Cup in the San Fernando Valley with fans who live and breathe the game like it's back home? On this episode of Eat, Live, Love San Fernando Valley, we're taking you to some of the best World Cup watch party spots in the SFV. From England matches at the legendary Pickwick Pub in Woodland Hills with pints, fish and chips, and that authentic British pub atmosphere,
to Portuguese pastries and espresso while cheering on Portugal at Natas Pastries,
to the electric energy of South African match days at Springbok Bar Grill, where every game feels like Johannesburg came to the Valley. We're also diving into Japan World Cup mornings at Anime Cafe with anime vibes, Japanese comfort food, and fans packed in for every big moment. Plus the non-stop passion of Argentina matches at Mercado Buenos Aires, where the empanadas, chimichurri, and soccer chants make you feel like you're in Buenos Aires instead of Van Nuys or Granada Hills. If you're searching for the best places to watch the FIFA World Cup in Los Angeles, the best soccer bars in the San Fernando Valley, World Cup watch parties near Woodland Hills, Van Nuys, Tarzana, and authentic international sports bar experiences for FIFA 2026, this episode is for you. If you're looking for one of the best places to watch England World Cup matches in the San Fernando Valley, Pickwick Pub in Woodland Hills absolutely delivers that authentic football atmosphere. The second you walk in during an England match, it feels like you've been transported straight to London. Fans chanting, jerseys everywhere, pints being raised after every goal, and the entire place locked into every minute of the match. Pair that energy with a classic British pub food like fish and chips, bangers and mash, shepherd's pie, and a cold beer, and this is the kind of place where strangers become best friends for 90 minutes. And if you want a true soccer pub experience for FIFA 2026, this spot has to be on your list. And there's so many great things to try on their menu.
I'm really excited to try Pickwick's Pub, the full Monty, which we have right here. And I'm also joined by the daughter and manager, Kim. So Kim's going to explain to me, again, what I actually have on my plate.
Hi, Scott.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. All right, guys, so this is a full Monty. This is like the staple here at our British pub. If you're English, you crave a full Monty and it'll last you the whole day. So here we have an English bacon. So it's a little bit different. It's more kind of Canadian bacon style. It's definitely like a salty a taste to it. A perfectly cooked egg, because if you're from England, you better know how to make a perfectly cooked egg, because egg is a staple. Big chunky tomatoes, nice little salt on top. We got our roast potatoes, our English sausage, which is called a banger, which goes with HP sauce. Okay, so this is a brown sauce that if you're English, you put brown sauce on pretty much everything. There we have a blood sausage, which I can't wait for you to taste. I actually don't eat it, but I want you to eat it. It's actual ox blood, so this is a very interesting dish, but it is a delicacy in England, so people love it. And my favorite, mushrooms. So we have some nice sauteed mushrooms here, which are just the best thing ever.
Love it.
So that's our dish, and you get some toast with it to put it all together.
All right, so what should I put the sauce on again?
So the sauce, the brown sauce, is going to go on your banger.
Okay, so we'll try that. We'll try the banger first. Put a little bit of sauce on, see how it goes. This is a very juicy sausage, and also, you know what? There's a little bit of a kick to it. There's a little bit of spice to it at the very end, which you don't really expect to see. But it's a very tasty sausage, and with the sauce, just adds a little extra flavor to it. So overall, really good sausage. All right, so what's next?
Okay, well, you're gonna go for the blood. Let's do it.
Let's get it over. Now, do I put anything on top of it, or it's just the blood sausage?
Just the blood sausage. Go for it.
It's definitely an interesting flavor. I've tried a lot of meats. I think it's more of an acquired taste. But, you know, if you're looking to try something different that's not necessarily beef, but doesn't really have a gamey feel to it, it's just different. I don't know how to quite else describe it to you. Again, I think this is one of those things where the more you eat it, the probably more you get used to it.
Well, I'm proud of you for trying it.
So what's next on the plate?
All right, let's go for the eggs.
Okay.
So I think these are perfectly cooked eggs. These are going to be an over easy.
Okay.
So a lot of times, when you're from England, it's called dippy toast. You'll take your toast and you're going to dip it all in that yolk.
Okay. I don't have to cut anything. Just dip it in.
Dip it in there. Get that yolk on there. Yeah.
There we go.
Right? Who doesn't like yolk?
Let's try it. It's a little messy. Let's be honest here, but mixing the yolk with the toast, and it makes the bread soggy. It just has that perfect taste that you'd be looking for when you combine the two.
So then you got some roast potatoes. So these are just nice crisp potatoes. They're very simple. But simple is good. When you have all this going on, you want just a little bit of a simple potato there.
All right, let's try this, and we'll try some of the mushrooms also. Really good. I mean, I think this is something that anybody would really enjoy with a breakfast item, especially with the eggs. You got the, the bacon, the different sausages. So I think all in all, this is a really complete meal. Obviously, if you're going to try this, you're probably going to want to come in somewhat hungry because this is a lot of food to handle for one person, but it's all quite delicious. All right, so again, what should people remember about Pickwick's Pub?
It's just a special place where people make really amazing friendships. Our food is just delicious. It's there's other dishes and different things that you can't get anywhere else because it's just a pub filled with so much love and history.
Guys, this is the type of place that we've always liked to feature on this show. And so I think if you're looking for a place just to hang out with friends, get a good meal, or you want to watch your favorite sporting event, whether it be the NFL, and especially if you're eating the full Monty, you're going to having breakfast here, you'll be able to watch all of the European soccer matches. And what better place to be able to watch that?
For Portugal matches, this is the kind of place where the FIFA World Cup becomes more than just a game. It turns into a full cultural experience. Before kickoff, you got people ordering espresso, grabbing fresh Portuguese pastries, and talking soccer nonstop while highlights from the past World Cups play in the background. And with FIFA 2026 potentially being the final World Cup appearance for Cristiano Ronaldo at 41 years old, every Portugal match is going to feel emotional for fans. And you're talking about one of the greatest players to ever step on a pitch. And there is a good chance fans will be treating every goal, every kick, and every moment like history in the making. Then, once the match starts, the energy completely changes. Every near miss gets a reaction, every counterattack has people jumping out of their seats, and if Ronaldo finds the back of the net, this place is going to erupt. Add in warm pastel de Natas Pastries, Portuguese comfort food, fresh coffee, and passionate fans singing and celebrating together, and it becomes one of the most unique World Cup watch party experiences anywhere in the San Fernando Valley.
I'm excited to try this. I'm going to be diving into the bacalhau con natas. Again, the bacalhau con natas is salt-cod sauteed with the potatoes and onions in the bechamel sauce. And the bechamel sauce gives it the thick creaminess that makes it so special. So let's dive into it. See if we can try a little bit of everything. Quite delicious. So again, the bechamel sauce gives it that rich creaminess. And then you have the potatoes, the onion, and of course the chunks of the bacalhau. And the olives give it just a little bit of saltiness to give it a different bit of flavor. So that's really good. Highly recommend it. Very traditional Portuguese dish. So this is the nata, named after the namesake, the famous pastry from Portugal. So let's take a bite into it. I love for the nata that the crust is layered and crispy. So when you bite into it, you obviously taste that first outside layer, the flakiness, and then after diving into more layers, then you get the silkiness and the texture of the custard itself, which is quite generous. And then you have some powdered sugar and cinnamon added on top. Excellent flavor, to say the least.
When it comes to watching the FIFA World Cup in the San Fernando Valley, Springbok Bar and Grill in Van Nuys is one of the most unique sports bar experiences you'll find anywhere in Los Angeles. This place is legendary for international soccer fans. And whether it's South Africa matches, Premier League mornings, rugby, or massive World Cup games, the energy here is non-stop. And you'll hear accents from all over the world, people chanting throughout the match, and tables packed with fans living and dying every play. And the food absolutely adds to the experience. The peri-peri chicken, the burgers, wings, loaded fries, and ice-cold drinks, while giant screens surround you from every angle. This is the kind of sports bar where the World Cup feels massive. All right, so I'm here with my better half today, and so we're gonna try these two dishes. We got the samosas and the piri-piri. And look, I'll be honest, I think almost everything here on this menu is fantastic. You can't go wrong, whether it be the burger, whether it be any of their entrees, anything they have is really solid. This isn't just typical bar food menu where you come for the game and then it doesn't really taste very good. So let's start with the samosas. So samosas, I think a lot of people kind of associate more with Indian food, right? And so they're always usually triangular, and this one's super crispy on the outside. Wonderful aroma. Absolutely love it. And it's packed with a variety of different things in the middle. So let's take a bite. Let's dip it in. their sweet and sour sauce. Super delicious. What type of flavor did you find in this?
Well, I love curry, so I have curry here, so I'm very happy. And the spice is just perfect. It's not too spicy, so I think you'll be perfect for everybody. Like spice, if you don't like spice.
Yeah, it has a nice little kick to it. It's nothing overwhelming at all, but you know, filled with meat, and you also got the vegetables in there, and they're able to just pack it in. Again, this pastry that's really crispy on the outside, but not overly crispy. As you can see, when you push on it, it starts to break. So kind of flaky on the outside. Really delicious. All right, that could almost be a meal because I love samosas, but we are gonna try the piri piri. And so what is the piri piri if you're not familiar with it? So if you've never had it before, it's a spicy African style chili sauce made with peppers, garlic, citrus, and herbs that pack with flavor and heat. And it's super huge in South Africa and Portuguese cooking. All right, let's try this. So they have this chicken over the French fries. It comes with a coleslaw and a little bit of a side salad with a wonderful sauce. So kind of take a piece here, cut it, get some French fries on here. You know, when you look at it, you almost think that you're going to get just the chicken flavor, right? And you're not really sure what the sauce is going to bring to the table on it. But for me, I like how the kick kind of comes a little bit afterwards, but it doesn't overwhelm the flavor of the chicken.
It's just the perfect amount of spice in the mix with like some citrus. It's just like a perfect balance. And with the French fries and the salads, it's just a good meal.
Right, because the French fries kind of give it that softening, especially on the sauce. You have a little bit of the sauce on top of the French fries. And so all in all, a really interesting and really cool dish. And I can see why this would be very popular. And you know, also, if maybe you're not a huge fan of wings, but you like chicken at the same time, right? Maybe you just don't like the style and how messy wings can get. This is definitely a great alternative. And then, you know, if it gets a little too spicy for you, you got the coleslaw here, and then come on over here, you're gonna see you got this little side salad with this dressing on top. So this is a fulfilling dish, and it goes perfect with this beer. Watching Japan World Cup matches at Anime Cafe in Tarzana is honestly one of the coolest and most different soccer experiences in the Valley. The entire vibe here feels straight out of Tokyo: anime decor, Japanese snacks, themed drinks, ramen, Japanese fried chicken, desserts, and fans showing up early for those matches. Now, when Japan scores, the entire place erupts, and it's energetic, fun, and completely different from your typical sports bar atmosphere. If you love Japanese culture, anime, or just want a unique World Cup watch party experience during FIFA 2026, this place is gonna be unforgettable. So this is what I'm here to try today. This is the tamago sando. So if you hear anybody talk about Japan, or anyone who's been to Japan, it's all about the egg sando. A lot of times people actually pick them up at the convenience stores like 7-Eleven, which is totally different than any type of 7-Eleven you're gonna find here. But just to be able to find the milk bread itself is impressive. All right, so I'm gonna unwrap it, because when you get it in Japan, you actually have it wrapped. So take a look at this. Look how much egg salad is in here. And this isn't, you know, your typical egg salad that you would find at a deli. This is the real deal. All right, I'm gonna take a big bite of this. All right, let's start off with the bread again. So super soft, very fluffy bread. And that's the first thing that you know. So you take a bite into it, and then of course the egg salad. So the egg salad, very creamy, very silky, and has a sweetness to it. Because a lot of times when you eat egg salad, sometimes it's a little too savory for my taste actually. So here I like how they're able to make it a little sweet and goes perfectly with the milk bread. So especially if you're craving an egg sando, there's not a lot of places here in Los Angeles that you can get an egg sando Japanese style. So you gotta come and check check these guys out if that's something that you're craving for. And you know what? Where else can you really go here in Southern California? Not just the Valley, but all of Los Angeles to get your anime fix, to feel at home with other people that really love anime. And of course, all of their drinks, everything that they have on the menu. So if you're craving a little bit of Japan, maybe you traveled there and you're like me who's been there recently, that you still have that depression that you feel, that you kind of have those Japan blues ever since you've come back, like this is the place that'll help you get over it. And if you want to learn more about Japan, this is the place to come to. So highly recommend, family owned, you got to come check these guys out. For Argentina matches, Mercado Buenos Aires is the kind of place where the passion for soccer completely takes over the room. You walk in and immediately smell fresh grilled meats, empanadas, chimichurri, and Argentine comfort food, while fans debate lineups and relive classic World Cup moments before kickoff even starts. And once the match begins, the emotions go to another level. Every attack gets people out of their seats, every goal feels like a celebration, and the atmosphere becomes loud in the best possible way. Watching Argentina matches at Mercado Buenos Aires during FIFA 2026 is going to feel absolutely electric. But what really makes this place special is the passion. Argentina fans live and breathe football, and during the World Cup, every match feels massive. And just like Portugal fans with Ronaldo, there's a very real chance this could be the final World Cup appearance for Lionel Messi. Even at 38 years old by FIFA 2026, Messi is still treated like royalty by Argentina supporters. Every touch of the ball gets a reaction, every free kick has the entire room holding its breath. And if Messi scores, oh, forget about it. This place is going to explode. Now, people will be hugging strangers, chanting, singing, waving jerseys, and celebrating like they're in Buenos Aires instead of the San Fernando Valley. And the food only adds to the experience too. You've got incredible Argentine steak, choripan sandwiches, empanadas, dulce de leche desserts, and all the flavors that make the atmosphere feel authentic. And if you want one of the most passionate FIFA World Cup viewing experiences in LA, this is absolutely a place you need to experience during Argentina matches. All right, this is the paella completa. Now it has about 28 ounces of meat. They say it's actually just for 2 people, but I'm going to tell you in a minute how you can actually easily feed a family of 4 and what the trick is to do that. All right, so the paella completa that has the certified Angus choice skirt steak, the bone-in short rib flanks, and the marinated grilled chicken breast, and it's served on that tabletop grill. Like I said, good for 2 people, but I'm gonna tell you now how you can do it for 4 after I take a bite. Let's start with the skirt steak. Let me hold this up to you. Look at that steam coming off. This is one of my favorite cuts of meat. Oh my gosh, look, it's just dripping. Look at all the juice coming off of that, the steam emanating from this, very similar to the empanadas. And let's take a bite here. We're gonna cut it. This meat is so good. While they give you the chimichurri sauce among others, I don't even think it really merits it. A perfect amount of tenderness, and every bite you can just feel the juice squeezing out of that meat, and every bite subsequently after that just gets juicier and juicier. That is some phenomenal meat. This is gonna be some of the best skirt steak you are gonna be able to find. So first of all, when you take a bite of it, every bite subsequently, you just get more and more juice in your mouth, and you're able to taste that flavor. I got it medium rare, but you know, some people like it medium or cooked a little more, but I think the perfect one and what they recommend is the medium rare. So you got that perfect amount of tenderness, not too chewy, and it's just the right amount of being soft. Oh my gosh, this is really good. Next up, the bone-in short rib flanks. My kids love this, and again, you can just see the heat emanating all this, and because they put this right here in this paella, look, you can see that it's cooking in its own juices right here. So I'm gonna take a piece of this. Look at that, cooked to perfection. You can taste a little bit of salt the very first bite, and then you get to that grilled flavor, but it doesn't feel like it's cooked too much. So they're able to do it just the perfect amount. So we're able to keep that juiciness and tenderness. Last and finally, the marinated chicken. Look at this, guys. All right. And it's very soft when you cut into it. You know, a lot of times you get chicken breast and you really have to use the knife a lot. So this is very soft, and you can see the steam yet again emanating, just like everything on this plate continues to cook on this paella.
immediately you taste the lemon on your first bite and the other seasoning that they have on this chicken. And again, just like the other meats, you can see the juiciness right here. So they're able to cook it where it's not overcooked, which is a lot of times the problem when you're looking at chicken breast. And so you got that juiciness and it almost just kind of falls right off. And it's just so good. Man, you cannot go wrong with any of the meats that they have here at Mercado Buenos Aires.
And that's what makes the San Fernando Valley such an incredible place to experience the FIFA 2026 World Cup. You don't just have sports bars showing matches, you've got places where the culture, food, passion, and fans from around the world all come together. Whether you're singing with England supporters at Pickwick Pub, feeling the emotion of what could be the final World Cup for Cristiano Ronaldo surrounded by Portuguese pastries and espresso, celebrating South African football culture at Springbok Bar and Grill, watching Japan matches with anime fans at Anime Cafe, or hearing an entire room erupt for Lionel Messi at Mercado Buenos Aires, these are the kind of experiences that make the World Cup unforgettable. And the crazy part, Los Angeles is one of the official host cities for FIFA 2026, with fan zones, watch parties, and soccer events happening all across the city during the tournament. So if you're searching for the best places to watch the FIFA World Cup in the San Fernando Valley, best soccer bars in Los Angeles, or authentic international World Cup watch party experiences, hopefully this episode gave you a few incredible spots to add to your list. Drop a comment below and let us know which country you are rooting for in the FIFA 2026 World Cup.